kind of got through the spring. How good has the summer been for your group? All those guys coming together.
This summer's been really good for them. For one, just getting a chance to spend time with each other. Being around and just create that brotherhood, togetherness. And those guys have been doing a good job with Coach Storms. Getting good reports, and then just kind of watching those guys out there compete. In the running, and the weightlifting, and conditioning and stuff like that. It's been really good, and just to carry over from spring ball to the off season, kind of drill work and stuff like that. It's been really good to see. So I'm excited about the group.
In the spring, before the spring, I think you mentioned that you were going to challenge Malik. His second year, that just being here isn't enough. You need to take that next step. Have you seen that from him?
I have. He's taken ownership, not only on the football field but in the classroom as well. He's done a good job. Since spring. The thing that Malik's been challenged with, just no matter what, just playing the next play. Just having short memory, and the kid's been doing a good job. With his steps, his footwork, catching the football. He's really improved that. I'm excited. Just the energy that he brings. He's been a lot better.
Coach Norvell brought up Pokey during the press conference, said he's really transformed his body. I guess what have you seen from him in terms of physical growth, mental growth, all that stuff this offseason?
Well, the thing Pokey's been doing a better job of is just doing things without you having to tell him to do it. Just trying to inspire him to be the best version of himself. He's done that. His body's changing. The biggest thing you saw in Pokey is just the leadership. He's leading the guys. I remember one time, I think Coach Tokars was going to talk to a guy about the ball security, but Pokey got to him before he did, and just coaching him up, so that was just really good to see, and he's being more consistent in doing that, so I think he's got a chance to, have a good camp, which will lead to a good season for him, but you just want him to be consistent, playing a leadership role, for the rest of the guys.
With Micah and all the transfers, how are they completely? I'm sure in the spring their minds are probably spinning a little bit, just learning the offense and everything. But how far is that come? Like when you're in the meeting room and all that?
I think with the rule change and having a chance to, get with those guys in the summertime, it's really big. Getting a chance to meet with them in the classroom, getting a chance to do some one-on-one stuff with them. That's really helped those guys, and not swimming as much, even getting to a point where, Micah knows, a few different positions, just conceptual teaching, so just seeing the difference, the jump from the spring until now, I'm just excited to see what those guys can do.
And then what has Winston been able to do? I know he's coming back. There's no time frame yet, but just what is he able to do at this point?
For one, he's had a positive attitude. The kid's been unbelievable. He's you get a little emotional when you talk about him because, when that happens to a young man, he transfers in and just expectations and all that stuff, wants to play and everything, and that happens to him. When you get a chance to see him, how he's handling things, it just inspires you as well, as a coach, as a mentor. And, just to see him out there catching balls again, that was awesome. Just to see him and just catching balls, caught a couple of kickoffs, not, running anything like that, but just to see him just, the little movement, was really good and inspiring, and, I'm excited about it.
Jordan said that when we talked to him last week, Jordan said that Winston was in the training room every minute of every day. Just the way he's attacked this has been impressive. Do you think the other guys have seen that?
The other guys see it, because those guys are going down even when nothing's wrong with them. Just to go down and get some treatment or rehab. And they got down there this morning. He was in there. Just talking to his dad, and just to see his. Bad case of the wants, and a positive attitude, and just those other guys. Each one of those guys brings something to the table, and we talk about togetherness in that room, no matter what, just staying together, and every day is another opportunity to get better, another opportunity to, hold each other accountable, and those guys have been doing that, but just to see how guys handle adversity and success, it's really been a good teacher for us years of late.
When you guys were scouting Johnny Wilson when he entered the transfer portal, I guess what stood out about his film and what he'd already kind of shown at Arizona State?
Well, you could tell he was still really raw. Dropped a couple of balls, but you saw the size. When I saw his size, I'm like, wow, this kid, I think, got a chance to, be a dominant football player. So when you get a chance to see him in person, when he came, I'm like, wow, man, he may be stiff, I don't know. But then when you see him actually run and sink his hips and change directions, it's like, I'm not gonna say anything yet. Let me wait and see. Let him get hit first, because without the pass, everybody looks good, just the fundamental part of it, the footwork, just still needing to clean up just some of the change direction stuff, body control, and just the mental part of it. The thing I've been challenging him with is just, playing big, every play. So if I got to piss him off on the sideline every play, before he goes out there, that's what I'm going to do. But, he's been challenged, and I know he's ready for it.
We've seen him in practice have some incredible contested catches, but then also he's had some drops.
Right.
How do you work through that?
That's the thing, just concentration. Or when he gets fatigued, and that's when some of the drops happen. When he was fatigued, just having to understand playing through that and doing ball drills after practice when he's tired. And just doing that on a consistent basis. Because, when he got here, I don't know what they did before in other places, but just after practice, getting those ball drills in when he's tired, just having to focus and having distraction drills, while catching the football helps as well.